Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. Pray for good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Combat Sports Weekly Live. What's up, everybody? This is the best Monday habit that you will have. So, pwedeng masaya, pwedeng hindi, pwedeng nakakainis, pero at least magkakasama po tayo. We are here to learn and to have fun. Everybody, welcome. Monday is here. I'm just waiting for my fellow Titos of Fighting. How is everybody doing? How was your weekend? And then there are so many things that happen, so many things that we are going to discuss and talk about. So please, we are live on Coach Franco Rulloda on Facebook and on YouTube. Oi, what's up, El Torogi? So again, Coach Franco Rulloda on Facebook and on YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please follow and like Coach Franco Rulloda on Facebook. Tapos, diba, to make this discussion very interactive, let's share this live discussion. Roll PH, what's up? Loving the shirt, loving the group class photos. Gagaling, okay? Very, very happy for you guys. Again, let's get through the entire formalities of the show before we get to the juicy and meaty stuff. Please continue supporting this channel by liking, and there are icons down below, Jan. Diba? May mga ano dyan. So please make sure that you send us your hearts, your care emojis, your love emojis, and your thumbs up. Of course, Designer John, what's up? And joining me are my fellow Titos of Fighting, Karl De Mesa and JC Reyes of Destroy MNL. Ayan, ilalagay ko sa gitna yung may buhok. Ayan, kasi of course, Tito Carl is joining us. We missed him. And may budol fan si Tito Carl. Ayun, ganda ng headphones si Tito Carl.
Oo nga.
Ganda ng headphones si Tito Carl.
Budol from 4 years ago. Binili natin sabay-sabay yan.
Okay.
Yeah,
same. Yes. Ayan, kita mo? Sabi ko sa iyo, Carl, hinahanap ka ng mga tao kompleto ang Titos.
Hello, diba? Yes. Kulang lang kasi na isang kalbo, bro.
Oo, nagkulang lang para pantay. Teka, screen ko. So again, everybody, we're live on Coach Franco Rulloda, YouTube and Facebook. Please subscribe to our channels and follow us.
Sabi nung isa, bakit hindi daw live sa Facebook? Sabi nung isa nag-comment.
Hindi naka-live sa Facebook?
Hindi naka-live?
What?
May nag-sabotage na naman.
Teka.
Is it because I'm here?
Bakit ganun?
Saan tayo
Naka-live tayo. Naka-live.
Naka-live tayo.
Ayan,
baka hindi lang nag-load.
Baka hindi nag-load. Teka lang pa. Yan yung natin. Yan natin. Diyan tayo nadadali.
Technical difficulties?
Naka-live mo yan. Ay, hindi. Naka-live. Naka-live tayo.
Teka, check pa rin.
Wala ko, may nananabotage na naman sa atin.
Ayun, naka-live na daw. Nag-live siguro. Yep, meron naman. Yun.
Meron. Ayan, tingnan natin. Yan, share natin para malaman natin kung yan, it did. Okay siya. Diba? Ang daming ganap ngayon. Kita nyo? Sabi ni John Baltasar, ayan, naka-live daw tayo. Thank you so much. Yes. Ayan. So please continue supporting this channel. May nagtatanong sa akin, ba't hindi raw naka-activate yung stars? Di ko alam. Aralin ko pa kung paano i-activate yung stars na yan.
Di po kami yung Facebook.
May requirement yan
Magmamatic na lang ata, di ba? Pati yung top fan badge.
Yung top fan badge po ata.
Meron na, okay na.
Weird. Dun sa TikTok, pinayagan na nila ako mag-live and makareceive lang gifts. 500 plus pa lang yung followers. Sa atin, ang dami na nating followers. Pero hindi pa rin tayo makakuha ng stars sa Facebook.
Diba? Ang labo Pero, we're diba? Yan, aaralin ko pa po yan. Pero for those
baka dapat lumalabas tayo doon sa gaming creators.
Hindi. I think may required number of hours May required
Ah,
number of hours na dapat
Pwede na number of
gawin.
hours per every 2 weeks na yata na nagsistrill dapat. Parang gano'n.
Parang kailangan ata lagi
4
tayong
hours every 2 weeks, parang gano'n.
So tignan natin how do we get around this, or how do we make this happen.
Basta po mag-like lang kayo,
Oo.
like,
just
subscribe,
keep liking.
share.
And then over
Yun
on
lang po.
Facebook,
Pag
over on the Facebook channel,
maglalagay na lang kami ng
hindi, mas maganda yung tawag dito, we'll do our best to figure that one out. And then sa over at YouTube, you can send over your support, okay, via super chat, super thanks, and then you can join our subscription program. Na-activate na po na-activate ko na yun.
Subscription program.
Oo, para
Yay!
para meron na nag-alat ako ng konting time para sabi ko kailangan ayusin na nga natin to. Ayan, what's up, Tep?
No fit.
Nagro-robot si JC.
Oo nga, lakas ng latency, ng delay mo.
Masyadong sophisticated yung gamit mo. Masyadong maganda yung gamit ni JC kasi.
Parang nasa hall,
Masyadong high-tech eh. O ayan, kita mo, bilis nung alis tsaka pasok no. What's up, bro, Brian? Thank you for sharing. Ay, teka lang.
Umayos kaya?
Ayan.
Umayos ba yung tunog ko?
Ayan, umayos naman ng konti.
Okay na konti.
Okay, everybody, let's do some boxing updates. Of course, this boxing update is brought to you by PH Boxing Corner. So please, yung PH Boxing Corner on Facebook and on Instagram, please continue supporting that one. Tapos,
shout out kay attorney.
Okay, Attorney John Yambao. Maraming nangyari actually. So the more recent ones, Reyes Sugano remains undefeated after outpointing Mark Viceles for the IBF Eliminator. So this is 108 pounds. So maganda yung performance ng parehong manlalaro natin. And then overseas, yung ating Philippine amateur contingent fought at an international World Amateur Tournament ata to So of course yan sila Carlo Paalam, Paul Bascon, sino pa ba? Irish Magno, I believe, is also there. I think they all got into quarters and semis. I just don't know. Parang people came up short on their medal rounds, pero nevertheless, this is a good way to warm up for the upcoming Asian Games and the Olympics. Especially yung improvement na makukuha nila throughout the year. Kasi syempre, for each calendar year, may series of international events yan na dapat kang salihan. Number 1, to qualify. And more importantly is to gain experience para masanay ka. Okay? You get better sa combat sports doing reps. Okay? Hanggang quarterfinals nga ata sila. Umabot silang quarterfinals. And then another source would be Real Fight PH. Okay? Please follow them on Facebook and on Instagram as well. Ito yan, sila Alvin Go, tsaka sila Rica Aquino. Ito yung medyo mas active na nakakapunta sila sa iba't ibang liga all over the country. So, WBF. Medyo active si WBF ngayon, no? Si WBF. Australasian flyweight titleist Ceron Garces, Marco Promar. They are going to return and fight separate foes on March in Talisay City Complex in Cebu sa March 24. Nawawala nga si JC Tapos, recently sa Bohol, nagkaroon ng boxing tournament sa Bohol. Okay? Ito, babalik na si JC. Nag-cellphone na.
Parang different locations every.
Parang depende sa wifi
Grabe.
Okay, so Reyes Sugano beats Mark Viceles, unanimous decision. So yun yung title eliminator. And then Shane Gatchalian claims the WBO Oriental Youth 105-pound title with a second-round TKO victory against Faisal Akbar Jr., Jake El Bambino Amparo. Jake Amparo, okay, unanimous decision win over Charlie Malupange. And then, of course, Lito Naruto Dante stops Mike Kinabman via 4th-round TKO. Mike Kinaadman. Ayan. So, those are your, tawag dito, boxing updates. This one is fresh from Cebu. Yan, mga galing, sorry, Bohol pala, Bohol.
What's going on internet?
So, we're gonna do some boxing chismis later. Nako, ayan. What's up, Moy? What's up, Jade? Sky Santos. Ayan. Thank you for Sky Santos, one of the premier boxing content creators natin dito sa local boxing scene natin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Anyway, first things first, congratulations to High Rollers Lifestyle for mounting a very successful jiu-jitsu tournament over the weekend sa Ayala Mons Feliz. Inaugural tournament, very high production value. Tapos they're the first jiu-jitsu tournament that I know na nakapag-stream on live. Di ko alam yung iba. Parang
streaming
na maganda yung streaming quality, Maganda yung streaming quality. As in, they have dedicated cameras for it. They have malinis yung streaming. Of course, Philippine internet naman hindi pa siya ganun ka-reliable. Pero
Sportsbin level.
Oo, pero for if you go to High Rollers Lifestyle on Facebook and you can watch the replay of the entire event, makikita nyo, the venue was really nice. The people working behind the scenes were really, really good. Diba? And of course, you can never go wrong with the crew working behind High Rollers Lifestyle for this inaugural event. And then it featured the very first High Rollers na Black Belt Openweight Championship.
Yeah, so we're interested how that go.
Very, very, very interesting and high-level matches. And then during the morning, thank you to High Rollers Lifestyle for having me over. It was fun refereeing the matches. The kids division was really, really good and intense. Intense na nga yung mga kids, mas intense yung mga parents. As in, grabe yung sigawan sa venue. Kasi nagtataka yung mga tao. Para, as in, when the tournament started, and then, di mo maiiwasan The kids these days, grabe yung skill level, grabe yung tapa, grabe yung determination. As in, nobody's letting up, nobody was giving an inch. Sobrang and yung technical proficiency nila was there. As in, hindi to yung parang nagsasabong na di mo maintindihan. As in, everyone was employing strategy. They were all listening to their coaches. It goes to show na we have highly competent coaching here in the Philippines talaga. The level of jiu-jitsu in the Philippines is very, very high. That it doesn't matter. It really depends on the strategy and ano yung balak mong gawin talaga. Tapos nakakatuwa. Ayan, tama si Moy. Ayan, ang cute this is a really good concept behind the organizers. That's why I'm giving high props to High Rollers Lifestyle for doing this. Yung kids, bukod sa medal, yung medal may naka-attach na teddy bear. May kasama teddy bear. Ang galing.
Ang sarap
yung
iuwi.
Talaga.
Yeah.
Ang galing talaga.
So parang mascot na rin siya.
Oo. Ang galing. Oh, Principe Red, what's up? So it was and ano siya, tawag dito, tumagal lang ng konti kasi they were fixing, may pa LED screen. Ano ba tawag doon, JC?
Wow.
LED wall sila doon.
Ayun, may pa LED wall. Sabi ko medyo, this is a little bit, for me it was overboard. But the team behind High Rollers Lifestyle said, no, para sa community yon, para makita nung mga tao what's happening on the live feed.
That's pretty expensive, no?
That's
yung license cards nila ngayon was the same ones that they used to have sa ESFC. Yung dati nilang sponsors nagbalik yata, pagkakaalam ko, yung license sounds that is eligible. Ibang klase din talaga yung production na yun, no?
Oo. And it brought the event to, it gave a really good experience. para sa ating mga manlalaro and for those who weren't able to go to the venue. And speaking of experience, I would like to give a huge shout out to Kape Culture, one of the show's adamant supporter. Okay? Kape Culture, kape.culture on Facebook and on Instagram. Please check out their stuff. I bought my coffee already. It's really, really good.
At saka
Ayun.
yung kape ni JC, masarap din. Nakakailang araw na si Mrs. Yung grind. Linis na linis araw-araw nung grinder.
Diba? So everybody, diba? Thank you so much.
Nagtatry ako ng ibang blend. Baka magkaroon ng Titos of Fighting blend yan.
Ayan. Stephen, we're gonna get to that match in a bit, okay? We're gonna get to that match in a bit. I also want to give huge props to the parents. Thank you so much to the parents who trusted the tournament organizers for allowing their children to compete. It was a good showcase of skill. I know it takes a lot of time out of you guys, pero I love the way that the parents supported their children. They were really, really into it. Madalas nga, mas into it yung parents kaysa dun. I mean, given intense na yung kids eh. Yung kids talaga intense. Parang pag sinabi mo, bam, bam! Like, so yung game.
Parents gusto mag-uwi ng medal talaga eh. Yung kids gusto lang mag-fun eh.
The parents were really cheering. They were shouting. They were, I mean,
merong may celebrity kids din daw yata na sumama. Nabasa ko sa news ng GMA, parang Apolivic Soto nag-compete sa High Rollers Lifestyle Tournament. Apolivic Soto.
Talaga? Di ako tawag dito. Medyo bobo ko sa mga local showbiz stuff. Patawarin nyo. Ang dami ko sablay dyan. Randy Unson, good evening. Okay. Moy, yes, pwede ka umorder ng kape sa kanila. Just go to kape.culture on Instagram. Okay? It's very, very refreshing. It's very, very nice. Ang ganda nung production value, ang ganda nung doon mo malalaman na it was really really meant to serve the community. Okay, ayan, nagdadating ng mga tanong. We are going to dive into those things in a bit. Lalong-lalo na yan, merong magandang ginawa si JC over the weekend. And then next quick announcement tayo. URCC is going to Dapitan. Okay, this March 4th is going to be the return of Chris Hoffman as he defends his belt against what do you call this? A Korean fighter. Teka. I don't want to mess up the name, man. Teka lang. Ayan. We have to make sure na okay, it's going to be Chris Hoffman versus Min Seok Kim. So this is for the 170-pound division. So he's gunning after Hoffman's belt, and Hoffman flew back. He just arrived a couple of days ago. So he is going to defend the title in Dapitan. Thank you so much to Zamboanga del Norte for hosting us. The venue is going to be so the press con is going to be at Cage Fitness Dapitan City. And then the venue of the event is where nakita ko na yun eh. Parang convention center eh. Parang
Zamboanga del Norte.
Yan, Zamboanga del Norte. Okay. Gagot. Teka lang. Kaka-plug ko lang ng PH Boxing Corner eh. Ba't naman may speaker?
Tony, filter lang yan.
Lighting lang yan. Actually, si John ang medyo maganda, medyo glowing si John ngayon. Kasi bukod sa may love life, panay ang dagat, panay ang kaya maganda, ang ganda ng glow.
Laglaga na pala dito.
Maganda yung glow ni John, di ba?
Ano ba? Brown prince na si Tony John. Yes.
Nag-mix yung mistiso tsaka ako dadaan ako sa lighting eh. Si natural si John eh. Di ba? Yan, yung isa sa ating mainstay chismoso.
Hello, Tito Dennis. Baguhin mo na yung profile picture mo, dami mo ng balbas.
Meron tayo,
nakaka-mislead.
diba? Meron na tayo mga steady chismoso, meron na rin tayong mainstay chismoso, eh?
Yes.
Yan. Diba? Ayun, Raymark Alicaba. Oy, Raymark, let us know kung game ka umakyat sa show para maikwento mo kung ano nangyari sa'yo sa Japan. Tsaka kung ano yung updates, okay? Dapat talaga maiwasan natin 'yan, okay? So, let me know. Shout out sa'yo. Please everyone support. Go to the Facebook page ni Raymark Alicaba. Paki-like 'yun at paki-follow. Okay? So, next up is let's do the black belt match. So si High Rollers nagkaroon siya ng open weight na black belt match. So initially there were 4 participants. So it was supposed to be Professor Mike Tabamo versus Professor Jerry Legaspi, and then it was supposed to be Vince Ortiz versus Rian Paul Serranilla. So Prof Jerry is from KMA, Serranilla is from KMA as well. However, due to unforeseeable events, it was very unfortunate. Serranilla opted to had to back out. Okay, and this is to no fault of Rian Paul Serranilla. I know that guy. That guy never backed down from anybody. So there's a valid reason for doing that. And that guy's been a competitor ever since. And I'm very happy that he stepped up. So let's dive into the first match. And this was probably a huge step towards opening the tournament landscape sa mga black belts. So it was Professor Jerry Legaspi versus Professor Mike Tabamo. These are OGs in the martial arts scene. So I was very, very happy and excited to see this happen. Kasi yung mga OGs nag-step up. Alam mo yun? And it was such a sight to see. Kasi Professor Jerry Legaspi has been very, very active. And he's such a competitor. And nakita natin yung display ng skill set niya. He had really good base. His grips were on point. And the strategy employed by both of these black belts. Believe nyo, this was a 10-minute match. Para doon sa mga nag-jiu-jitsu at mga casual grapplers. Alam nyo kung gaano katagal ang 10 minutes. Alam nyo kung gaano ka-impyerno ang isang 10-minute match. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo, mauubos ka dyan talaga. And this was a 10-minute match wherein both fighters, okay, both Prof Jerry and Prof Mike Tabamo were moving. 'Di ba? Nakikita natin minsan kahit sa World Championship, ang dami nagsustol, 'di ba? Ang daming stalling moments. Etong dalawang to, rat-rat, 'di ba? There was a scramble, there were grip fights, there were transitions. Professor Jerry was really doing his best to pass Tabamo's Prof Mike's guard. Prof Mike was doing a really, really good job recovering guard and maintaining his balance and maintaining that entire guard structure. It was a huge seesaw match, and I'm very happy para dun sa mga nakapanood both on the venue tsaka online kasi this is where we are at right now. Dati, we could only dream of matches na merong black belt na sasali. Yung mga black belt na makikita natin noon pag malalaking events na lang. Di ba? Malalaking events. Like, dati may Pan-Asians, malaki si Pan-Asians. Oh, di ba? ADCC, when ADCC used to go here, when ADCC would hold events here, tapos IBJJF, di ba? Hopefully, the IBJJF comes back. Pero, di ba? Everything started sa Dumao. So, Dumao is ASJJF. So they had the first black belt match there na at I was very thankful and fortunate enough to officiate. And then now si High Rollers meron uli. So doon natin nakita na merong nagsistep up na mga black belts. Merong mga black belts who are willing to lay it out on the line, okay? Prepare and represent their gyms, represent their names, 'di ba? Put it out there. Kailangan natin 'yun. We have to do that. We have to.
Coach, anong rule set nito?
IBJJF. So we have to keep doing this, 'di ba? And then it was officiated by BJJ World Champion Eros Baluyot. Corner referees were Professor Joey Lepitin and Professor Isa Ratcliffe. So alam mo 'yon, sobrang ito na yung inabot natin, 'di ba? I'm very happy that I'm part of this trend and the evolution ng jiu-jitsu sa Pilipinas na at least in my lifetime naging black belt.
You've seen it happen, di ba?
Oo, di ba? We've seen it happen na merong kasi ito yan aminin na natin hindi, maraming tao, minsan, and hindi lang ako, napansin din to ni Saulo Hibero when he was here. He was studying the tournament scene. Sabi niya, ang dami dito. Sabi niya, ang dami kasi dyan sa inyo. Sabi niya, ang dami dyan sa inyo. Purple belt pala, natatakot na mag-compete kasi natatakot matalo. Di ba? And that's something that I was really proud of, that I was under coaches like Alvin Aguilar, Pichon Garcia, Richard Lasprilla, wherein wala akong pakialam kung nanalo ko or manalo ko or matalo ko, kasi you will win some, you will lose some, di ba? So, what's more important is wala kang inatrasan. And that's something that I really, as a competitor, that's something that I did throughout my entire fight career. As in, lahat ng pwede ko salihan, sinalihan ko talaga, di ba? Para wala akong, as in, anybody and everybody that I could fight in every tournament, I did. As in. Kasi it was fun. It was fun. It was a good way to test yourself. And, I mean, even before...
Good way to learn.
And even before the pre-pandemic, brown belt, sumali ako, weight division ko, tsaka absolute. Kasi wala eh.
Yes.
Parang, wala na dapat yung utak mo na ano ngayon kung brown belt ka, ano ngayon kung black belt ka pag natalo. Wala na dapat ganun.
Tsaka
diba?
nandun ka na eh. Why not?
Nandun ka na. That's true. So, major props, okay? Super props to those 4 individuals that signed up. Yung nag-sign up ka lang eh, di ba? Pinakita mo sa mundo pinakita mo lang sa local scene na, okay, I'm down, di ba? Let's go do this.
Sir.
Di ba? So,
I mean, it's not cheap.
It's not, and for it to actually happen, it to actually happen and unfold, I was super happy. I was super, super happy. It was very, very fun to watch. And you couldn't help but, I didn't really care kung sino yung manalo. Kasi I know that this was a win for the community. This was a win for the fans. This was a win for the schools. So, that match, so again, good seesaw battle. And dun mo rin makikita, there was a huge, hindi ko kasi alam ko anong weight ni Prof. Jerry ngayon eh. Siguro nasa 76 na lang yan, 77. Prof. Mike is like 135 pounds lang. So it was a good display of jiu-jitsu from both.
Wow.
Diba? Top game pressure and passing and footlocks, leg locks ni Coach Jerry. Guard retention, guard recovery, defense ni Prof. Mike. And then, doon mo rin makikita at black belt level, sang maliit na, isa lang talaga na mistake. Isa.
Yes.
Isa.
Oh,
You
yes.
just missed a small step. Sobrang small step lang. If you watch the replay, ang liit lang. Ang liit lang nung window na nakita at nakuha ni Prof. Mike. He was able to sink in that triangle and then he squeezed and it was done. Prof. Jerry had to tap. And then,
Prof. Jerry kasi he was fresh out of competition sa Malaysia, di ba? Kasama siya
kaya nga sabi ko, kaya nga para sa akin, wala akong pakialam kung sinong matalo. Kasi for example, si Prof. Jerry, that guy just won in Malaysia. That guy just competed. He flew back, di ba? Flew back, nagturo pa rin ng klase, and then high rollers came up, decided to join. Di ba? The balls on that guy. Di ba? Huge props to Prof. Jerry. Walang, at black belt mag-compete ka, wala nang mawawala sa'yo, man. Black belt ka ni. Di ba?
Respect.
Ano na lang to? Gawin mo, you do this for the community, you do this for your students, you do this for the growth of everyone that's around you. You give them the signal and you show them na, hey, di ba? A tournament, it's fun, it's very competitive. You get as much as you can. If you will win some, you will lose some, pero there's always a next one. Diba? There's always the next one. So
if you're a competitor under him, parang, this is what you should just be aiming for. Don't
diba?
Sweat the small stuff, man.
Diba? And if you're under, diba, sabihin na nanalo si Prof. Mike. Oh yeah, everyone's proud of Prof. Mike. If you're under Prof. Jerry, diba, Prof. Jerry actually gained more respect, diba?
Yeah. I'm sure he won a few fans, no?
Kasi
parang nandun yung mga lower belts, di ba? Kasi black belt.
Mas may inspire yung lower belts ngayon na, okay, if Prof. Jerry and Prof. Mike are joining, what's my excuse, di ba?
Exactly.
Yun ang importante doon.
Injured ka.
Ay, mga, si Carlo,
Injured ka. Alam natin yung isa nag-pull out dun sa
Diba? So, and then of course, finals match was Professor Vince Ortiz versus Prof. Mike Tabamo. Prof. Mike Tabamo won that one as well, and he became the first High Rollers Lifestyle Openweight Black Belt champion. Maganda rin to. May belt. Ang laki ng belt, man.
may belt talaga. Wow.
May belt. Ang laki
Parang
ng
naga.
belt, bro.
Astig.
Ang laki ng belt.
Wow. Hindi siya yung tipong may belt ka.
Then
Belt
sabi
talaga.
ko dito kay High Rollers, sabi ko, alam nyo kayo, sabi ko, you got the LED wall, you have a very good streaming service, tapos may belt. Sabi ko, alang yan.
What a premium event.
So,
mad
Yung
respect.
belt niya parang engraved yung
Parang-
design doon sa mismo. Ganda nung itsura eh.
Nakakatuwa yung level ng tournament scene ngayon. I'm very, very happy to be part of the process of these tournaments and supporting in every way that I can. So, next up naman is, so when you talk about training and you talk about fighters, ito naman medyo on the boxing side naman to. I'm very sure all the boxing fans here, okay, you can share this with your boxing friends. The Donaire saga, the Donaire family saga. So all you have to do is go on the Instagram or the other social media pages ni Rachel Donaire and ni Nonito. It's very unfortunate that these family spats had to happen. Pero before we break this down and share our opinions, para sa akin kasi, when you talk about family training family, I mean, kayo titos, like let's start with Karl and JC. How many father and son tandems do you know that are still successful? Kasi para sa akin kasi the whole father and son guidance, it can only take you so much. As in, may limit siya talaga, unfortunately. For me, may limit siya. May limit talaga siya. Merong ratio na if you really need to take it to the next level, you have to take someone else. So let's start with Tito Karl. Yan, human dynamics, Tito Karl, in combat sports. So how do you see this? Uy, taga lang. I-unmute natin si Tito Karl. Ayan. Ayan.
Unmute ulit.
Nakamute ulit.
Baka si Tito Karl kailangan mag-unmute.
Hey.
Yan. Hello.
Yan. Okay.
Yan.
Go.
Very interesting question. Thank you so much. What a something that I need to think about. Pero first thing that comes to mind is Stephen Thompson and his dad. Very successful tandem.
Medyo okay yun, Medyo
okay siya, di ba? Ngayon, medyo parang okay pa rin sila. Although he cross-trains na elsewhere din. Kasi parang with specific opponents, he needs to get other looks and other techniques. Kunyari, pag wrestler, di ba? Wala naman sa gymata nila masyado yun. But other than that, tama ka, I think the human dynamic of father-son. And lately, I've been in contact with a lot of Muay Thai people who are foreigners who are in Thailand. Parang, I think there's a certain cultural din. Kunyari sa Western, okay lang yan. Sige, punta tayo sa iba. Basta kasama mo ko, ganyan. There's a couple of women UFC fighters who still have their dads in their corner. Pero, kunyari sa Thailand, yung dynamic kasi yung giving face, like for us, Asian cultures, parang kailangan respeto ka palagi sa tatay and all that. You have to be able to see that at some point your dad stopped learning. I mean, stop learning in a way that he doesn't see you anymore.
Malaking point yun, Malaking point yun. That's a very good fucking point.
Totoo, di ba? Totoo, di ba? Kasi at tagal nyo na magkasama eh. Parang di nyo na alam yung parang nagsastagnate ka na ba? Nagsastagnate na ba ako? Hindi ko alam eh. Pero parang may pinag-aralan ako iba. Dapat ikaw din. Siyempre, each fight has a specific set of problems. And minsan wala nang ganun tool yung tatay mo or yung nanay mo or whoever is in your family who's training you. So I think one of the great workarounds, kunyari sa Asian culture, is to actually parang sit down with your trainer and just work out kung ano ba yung kulang natin and just be clear na hindi po sa ayaw ko na sa inyo, hindi po sa kulang na yung training nyo, pero meron po kasi tayong mga gustong i-advance na hindi lang one way yung kailangan. Marami na po tayong mga advancements in fight science. I don't know how you need to put it. Kunyari sa Thailand, meron kasing apparently there's this thing about toxicity in terms of they're always talking behind your back, lalo na kung foreigner ka.
Ay, oo. Given na yan.
Tapos,
given na yan.
Diba? Yung to the point na minsan hindi na productive yung hindi ka nakakuha ng fights kasi parang meron palang strategy sa ganyan lalo with booking Muay Thai fights. Tipo, ida-down mo yung fighter mo para makakuha siya ng lower level na na opponent. Tapos basically papakain sa'yo. Parang hindi ka na challenge pero napapad yung resume mo. So parang toxic pa rin in a way, di ba? Medyo nakakaasar. I think.
Yan, okay,
pero
tamo, si Jude Velasco. Yan. Father, tapos yung mga anak niya lumalaban din. Kaya yan, magiging fan ng anak.
Hirap na hirap siya.
Yan. Tama yan si Sir Jude. Diba?
Okay,
Feeling
JC,
ko kasi parang,
especially for us dito sa boxing community, ang daming ganito So, your thoughts on this one?
Well, first off, in general kasi, I mean, we all know na yung mga boxing coaches, yung iba kasi, katulad ng sinabi ni Tito Carl, yung iba ayaw na mag-improve kasi feeling nila, alam na nila lahat. Pero alam naman natin yung kasabihan na the moment you stop learning is when you stop improving. Hindi naman, so totoo lang, as a coach, hindi lahat malalaman mo unless you're always open to studying new things in your game. May mga ibang seminars na pwedeng attend na sa coach, this and that. Sa kultura ng Asians and sa Westerns, may kita natin yung father-son dynamic o kasi parent and child dynamic sa coaching sa combat sports. Iba-iba ng experiences eh. Sa local scene, we have si Coach Titing and sila
Pit.
mga anak nila. Sila Pit. Ang ganda ng dynamic nila. Kay Pit. Pit is just on a roll. Umaangat. Si Coach Jude. Si Coach Jude, medyo, nagkakaproblema yung experience niya with his son. Kaya nga pinahawak niya na sa ibang coaches. Kasi, nagkakaroon ng emotional attachment when you train your kids na nagiging issue minsan. Sa West, si Floyd Sr. and si Floyd Jr., nagkaroon sila ng malaking issue. When Floyd Sr. was training Jr., nagkaroon ng time na nag-away pa sila. Na si uncle niya pa nga nag-train. Uncle ngayon, nagka-issue pa rin si Floyd at saka yung uncle niya. And ito nga, itong issue with Donaire Sr. and Jr. Medyo medyo westernized na talaga si Junior. Pero kasi, syempre, Pinoy pa rin. Yung dynamic na parang whatever happens, hindi mo pwedeng iwanan yung pamilya mo because may gap kayo sa bagay na to, sa boxing. Pero, it's
panalo yung comment lang ni Tito Dennis, yung thin red line. Ibang klase na.
Thin red line.
Thin red line.
Yeah, example pa. Tito Dennis, isa yan. Yung dalawang anak niya so far nagko-compete before sa taekwondo. Si Tito Dennis nagtitrain din yan. Hindi siya nakikialam sa training ng mga anak niya. Because ayaw niya maka-apekto with the way they train, with the way they practice. Yun nga. I mean, kapag father and son tandems or parent child, magkakaroon talaga ng limit eh. Kung hanggang saan lang yung relationship. May iba kasi hindi na alam yung line na hindi dapat i-cross when sa mga ganyang setup. Feeling ko yun lang naging problema isa sa naging problema sa Donaire family issue dito. Ayun.
Yan.
Tanong ko pala guys, is it something of a humility problem? Kasi it's natural for, I think, parents to live vicariously through their kids, di ba? So
for
how
me,
much
it's ano,
how much is it for a self-awareness? Ano, di ba?
yeah,
issue?
that I think that's more of the thing. It's a self-awareness thing for the parents, on the parent side.
Like coach, you saw all those parents shouting and being excited for their kids to sa matches, di ba, those high rollers.
Diba? So it's really good na, no? Pero I agree, especially yung mga points of view nung audience natin, nung community natin. Yan, sila, thank you Nico, thank you Jude. The entire family dynamic kasi, for me family dynamic, wala natin sabihin father and son. The entire family dynamic kasi, if you cannot establish the boundaries, if you cannot establish the thin red line, di ba?
Ang galing ni Tito Dennis, natuwa lang.
Di ba? Hindi mo na kasi alam who is talking to me. Di ba? Is the person talking to me my father, my uncle, or my coach?
Yes.
Doon nagkakaroon ng problema Doon nagkakaroon ng tapos it's a very tough act to follow. It's very hard to balance. Kaya nakakatuwa. Yan, Wonder Boy Thompson and his dad. Pero si Wonder Boy din naman, di ba? Okay yung entire fight career, pero when it came to MMA, di ba, very limited na ngayon. Limited yung movement niya, limited yung progression in grappling, in wrestling, in the clinch game. They're still finding success, pero di ba, what if he was part of American Top Team, di ba? What if he was able to train under sila Dufos,
Alcaraz, dad sa MMA din, or was his dad purely sa karate lang?
Hindi, karate yung daddy.
Karate mostly. Kasi yung tournaments ata nila doon sa Midwest, usually doon siya sumikat. Diba?
Tsaka doon siya sumikat. Si Wonder Boy sa karate talaga sumikat. Tapos, ayan, Mayweather. Ayan, example ko rin yan, di ba? Roger Mayweather, di ba? From senior, di ba? Spats. Then, he just, di ba? At least si Uncle Roger, di ba? Si Roger Mayweather.
Uncle Roger.
Di ba? Si Uncle Roger talagang coach, di ba? He didn't really give a shit about being the uncle, di ba? He was the coach, di ba? Iba yung dynamic kasi ng parents and children sa coach and fighter.
Yes. I think correct ka dun, coach. Yung, who's talking to me right now? Pag nag-aaway tayo, is it my coach? Is it my dad?
Diba? Oo, di ba? Then
and sinong awayin ko?
Diba? If I get a mouthful in the gym, will it translate when I go home?
Back home? Oo,
diba?
ano na. Parang ayoko lang mo
di ba? Kasi kung yung tatay mo yung coach mo, pag uwi mo sa bahay, dala-dala mo yun. Versus, pag yung coach mo, ibang tao, uuwi kayo sa magkaibang bahay. Di ba? There's time to reassess, there's time to recenter, and then get back to the drawing board with more objective and rational thinking.
Naalala lang ako ng movie na related dito sa topic natin ngayon na to. If you remember yung Warrior, di ba? Before they became champions, yung tatay nila was their wrestling coach. Di ba?
Oo.
Ayan, yun. Parang
exactly.
Story din, siguro naman parang mga pamilya doon.
One of the really good MMA
mismo.
movies na napanood ko. Yeah, Warrior.
Tsaka laki ni bakla si Tom Hardy. Wala akong...
Di ba? Tom Hardy na walang leeg.
Walang leeg before Bane.
Walang leeg na Tom Hardy. Diba? Tom
and
Hardy
I saw some behind the scenes of that, and he was saying na kasi he grew up as a wrestler din ata. He competed as a wrestler si Tom Hardy. Parang they took him in and he sort of had a father figure with the wrestling community dun sa dun sa neighborhood nila. And there were a lot of kids nga daw who were parang mostly had stopped improving because their fathers could only see one way to train them because it had worked for them. And that was the only thing that they could impart to their kids. And hindi nagre-respond yung kids. Hindi nagre-respond
talaga.
For some reason.
Ako personally, may limit talaga siya. May hangganan siya. And especially as the fighter evolves and grows and gets better, wala, he'll be exposed to more higher level of training eh.
At what
Pero
point
kasi
do you
parang-
question your, di ba, like, am I teaching them to be better or am I crippling them?
And therefore, that's a
Ang
very
hirap.
hard dynamic eh. That's
Ang
a very,
hirap na, no? Question.
masyado
for-
mataas yung level of denial.
Exactly.
Parang kung father yung magtuturo, yung dynamic na as a father, I'm trying to protect my son, pero as a coach, I'm trying to teach him how to do this thing. Parang ganun eh. Yun nga, yung iba, trying to protect the son as a father while trying to teach them this and that. Yung magulo. Yun ang papagulo
Yun yung
talaga
magulo.
minsan.
Actually, yun. Sinabi ni JC yun na yun. It's striking that balance. It's getting over that hump. Yun yung mahirap. Yun talaga yung mahirap. So, it's very crippling. For me, it's very crippling. Lalong-lalo na maraming father coaches na feeling nila alam na nila lahat. Maraming ganun. Maraming ganun.
Tingnan natin, si Fritz Biagtan, napayagan na mag-train si Fritz sa iba kasi his dad understands na, he can only teach Fritz so much na sa ibang teams meron pa siyang additional na matutunan.
Diba?
Franco, I just want to put this question to you kasi you've coached a lot of kids and like, what would you say to a dad or to a parent, kahit mom siguro is competitor dati tapos nag-ano na, di ba? But you can clearly see their kids can improve so much more, has so much more potential if they would only get from under the parents' wing. How would you say that? How would you?
Madali kasi yan. That's very easy pag walang martial arts background yung magulang.
Yung parent. Pero
diba? They're gonna say, okay, we trust you, diba? Yes, we believe in
you're the expert. I don't know nothing.
Diba? I'm just gonna mahirap yung parents na may martial arts background. Yung iba nga konti lang
hindi related.
Hindi, nag-taekwondo ako before. I'm like, pero
parang karate lang yan eh, di ba?
Di ba? Kasi yung karate, ganito. Especially when they start comparing, like let's take jiu-jitsu. When they start comparing jiu-jitsu with other martial arts. Not to diss the other martial arts. Pero they, especially when it comes to promotions, they go like, why is it my son? Like, how long is it? His cousin got his black belt at taekwondo in a year. I'm like, people, ganun yun.
Okay.
Diba?
Hindi siya one-to-one.
Maraming experience to dyan. Yan.
Si Coach Lester.
Maraming experience sa parents.
Isa sa pinaka-successful na may father.
Oo nga.
Oo. And this is
Si
another
Coach Lester must be a really
and his
generous
children.
kind of father, di ba? I mean, I'm just assuming, but
you can train your children, pero si Lester, alam din niya na he needs to seek out guidance from chief, from other black belts, di ba? He's not, di ba? Then he's not afraid to ask questions. That's actually a sign of strength eh. Yun yung hindi ko magets eh. Siguro it's a cultural and social dynamic na hindi pa natin naiintindihan masyado.
Yes. It's different for every culture then, I guess, no?
Oo. Kasi if you ask questions, it's actually a sign of strength kasi you're acknowledging, 'di ba? Kasi yung magmarunong ka, tapos nagtuloy-tuloy ka na nagmamarunong ka, magmumukha kang tanga versus magtanong ka, alamin mo yung sagot para mas okay yung mangyayari sa iyo, 'di ba?
You're not learning if you're not asking.
Oo. Ako yan yung for my experience.
Hindi ka nagtatanong pa. Alam mo na.
Classes. It's always it's either they have a small kasi yung mga high level, yung mga either nag-UAP, nag-NCAA, naging national athlete, sabihin lang nila, coach, ano bang program? Okay yan, sige, thank you, ganyan. When you explain it to them and they see the structured, okay na sila eh. Yung mga it's always yung konti lang, yung ilang sessions lang, ilang buwan lang nag-taekwondo, ilang buwan nag-karate, or the worst, meron silang kamag-anak na nagmo-martial arts, tapos mangikialam doon, parang, hey, di ba?
Dinala ko yung pinsa ko eh, kasi champion siya ng
My cousin kasi, ito yung the best. Yeah. Sabi, my cousin, I used to fight underground before. I'm like, wow, okay.
Underground.
Underground. Ooh. Ooh.
But let me just give props to you, Franco. Kasi I've trained with you twice. And you're always very generous with answering questions. It's to the point na kunyari magtatanong ako, I'm always the first to ask questions after the whole thing. And it's like you extend the session for like 30-40 minutes but just answering questions. I'm like, wow, that's such an especially with when newbies are there. You're like, okay, let's just get this clear right now. So next time, iba na yung tanong mo, di ba?
Yeah, that's I got that from Alvin. I got that from Chief, Pichon, Richard, Chris Luna, Dino Montalvo. These are my seniors. These are people that I saw how they coached. Si Jose Castañeda, si Catman, we saw how they coached their students and how they coached us. Kasi yan, there's no wrong question. Tapos dapat you have to answer your students' questions. You have to. Hindi ang tawag dito, hindi dapat tumigil, pero you do your best to digest the question and explain it in bite-sized form para maintindihan ng estudyante mo. You have to. I mean, sa amin it's a rule. If a student asks you a question, you have to answer. Nasanay lang din kami na ganun. I don't know about other schools, pero for us, dapat. Mas
mga experience ko sir.
Yes, nila. Nagsusearch ako sa Google. Oo, grabe yan. As in, meron isa. Pero ito naman, matanda na to. Adults class na to. Kaya ako, admittedly, I'm horrible in kids class. Okay ako sa teens class tsaka adults class. Ibang animal ang kids class. That's why I salute all kids class coaches. As in, grabe.
Haba yung pasensya dapat talaga.
Haba yung pasensya tsaka yung discussion. So it's very, very
kasi
fortunate
parang,
that
I guess hindi lang yung kids yung tinuturuan, pati yung parents.
Yeah. You're actually teaching the kids, but you also have to satisfy the qualifications of the parents.
Yeah.
So, ako admittedly, ko dyan kasi ako, when I train and teach, my focus is on the students. I don't really give a shit who's watching. Medyo, it's my limitation.
Binanggit na point sila Nico and Sid na talagang ego isa sa mga biggest issues kaya hindi man hindi lang
yes. Nakita ko yun. Nasaan na yun? Sabi ni Sid.
Kanina, before Coach Lester.
Kanina, ano yan eh.
Mahaba yung ano niya.
Ayan. Ego will always get in the way. Ayan.
The thing about ego is you're not aware of it usually. That's the thing. Until it bounces up against another person. So parang wala eh. Unaware.
Para sa akin kasi, for example, this whole Donaire issue, as much as possible, you want to keep it within the family. I just don't understand the motivation behind Donaire Senior for getting into this. Diba? I don't understand. Diba? Is there an incentive? Is he...
Ano yung point niya?
Bukod kay Junior, damay sa problema niya dito yung asawa, si Rachel. Parang hindi na sila nagkakaroon ng pilan eh. I mean, diba, recently nga, sa resurgence ng Junior, ang laki nang naitulong ni Rachel.
Oo. Tsaka, for me, if we're...
diba?
Ang ano eh,
sabi niya,
when Rachel took over, na-revive yung career ni Nonito, ni Junior. I don't understand why. Is it pwedeng inggit, pwedeng regret, pwedeng nainis siya kasi Rachel was able to do what Senior wasn't able to do. Kasi during Senior's time, JC can probably correct me kung ano. During Senior's time, every time na lumalaban si Nonito, nababasag yung kamay niya. As in, lagi may wrist injury.
So was
wrist injury.
He's throwing his punch wrong?
Oh, he was destroying his hand. He would win, and then he needs surgery. Then he needs to recover. Ang tagal niyang nababakante.
Di gastos? Parang di ka rin nanalo.
Pagdating kay Rachel was able to design a program. Go, JC.
Yeah. Yung
Ay,
style kasi
wala.
ng seniors, yung old school Pinoy ba?
Oo. Nako, ayan. Sobrang old
Yung
school
sa
pa eh.
problema, alam mo yung old school Pinoy boxing na paanin mo sa lakas, kaya mo yan. Kahit na magkamali ka ng konti ng suntok, basta tumama ng malakas, okay na. Yung mga ganun si senior before eh. So, I think yun yung isa sa mga biggest
Diba?
factors dito sa mga issues.
Kasi for me, Rachel's presence as the head coach of Team Donaire was a huge factor. It was a winning formula. Kasi, di ba, resurgence nung career ni Nonito, he didn't have a problem making weight. The management of the entire team was in order and he was winning. Di ba? Everybody was saying he's at the twilight of his career and he was winning. On top of that, hindi siya nai-injure. He was able to fight 2 times a year ba yun? Tama ba? Basta, it's been a while since he was able to fight twice in a year. And that was because of Rachel. So, it's a very, very tricky dynamic and ang labo, di ba? Ayan, tama. Ayan, sabi nga ni Nico, his hand problem still Nonito only really thought about keeping his once his physical prime was over, he started eating. Yan din, di ba? So, ano yun eh? So, merong checks and balances yan. So, ano natin eh? Primo now is gunning for another title at a lower weight class and they think that it's possible. So, ako hindi ko alam. Hopefully, this gets sorted out but at least doon natin nakikita na tawag dito. Doon natin nakikita na merong ganitong klaseng dynamic. So, next up
it sounds like a kind of dynamic na baka naman nasanay silang nag-i-air ng dirty laundry.
Yun nga.
Ganun lang talaga.
Diba?
May ganun eh.
And then, of course,
marinig ng lahat yung problema.
Diba? More boxing updates. JC, kamusta naman ang pagiging Battle of the YouTubers commentary natin?
Well, I did judging. I did not expect to get
ano
that
ba, judging ka ba?
Judging. Ang mga naging judges doon, ako, si Tito Telis, and si Tito Ronald. Tatlo kami na nag-judge na kinuha. And si Reflo yung pinanag-referee doon. I actually did not expect a lot from the event kasi a battle of the YouTubers, we know ideally, ito hindi naman talaga mga kasing skilled na mga usual na napapanood natin in real boxing matches, in MMA fights. Pero, alam mo yun, there were some things to learn para sa mga fighters sa event na yun. Ewan ko, I found a certain level of appreciation sa ginagawa nila. Na,
matuwa ka rin, JC
well, it's partly, I guess, bad for the sport and good for the sport in a way.
Both bad and
bad for the sport. Bad for the sport kasi happy yung audience and hindi natututo yung audience kasi nga, kumbaga bardagulan yung nangyayari talaga doon. They're not boxers eh.
Okay.
Kasi yung mga suntok na mula Cubao hanggang Valenzuela, mga ganun matuwan ng suntok.
Mula Cubao hanggang Valenzuela.
May mga ganun klaseng suntok. Tapos, very wild yung dynamic niya. Pero the way they sell themselves, the way they sell the fights, yun yung mga bagay na, hindi maintindihan ng ibang mga actual fighters na ginagawa. And yes, itong sinabi ni Karl Tesoro, may pera sa Battle of the YouTubers. Yes, may mga narinig ako doon na nakakagulat na halaga na binabanggit nila from whatever it is that they are doing. May, ibig sabihin, may suporta because whatever they're doing works. Diba?
Tsaka, and then feeling ko yung the entire, what actual fighters can learn from Battle of the YouTubers is how these YouTubers built an audience. Okay? Kailangan,
how they built their personal brand.
Diba? So, naging YouTubers muna sila. Okay? Oo. Diba? So, para sa mga fighters, whether boxing, MMA, kickboxing, basta sa combat sports, 'di ba? Kailangan mag-build muna kayo ng personal brand, mag-build kayo ng fan base, 'di ba? Gawa kayo ng fan base nyo para pagka may ganyang event, 'di ba? May manonood sa inyo, 'di ba? Tapos pag may fan base kayo, ano na ngayon? Tawag dito, yan yung dala-dala nyo. Nasasabihin nyo, oy.
To put it simply, hindi ka papanoorin kung hindi ka kilala eh.
Oo.
Yun ang malaking bagay doon eh. I mean, if you're a fighter who's been out there for, for quite a while, pero nagtataka ka kung bakit hindi ka pa rin kilala ng mga tao, baka lang, sa'yo din mismo may problema kasi, yun nga, in this day and age of social
tama yun. Tama yun, JC. Ikaw may problema. Kailangan gumawa ka ng paraan para makilala ka.
We're not saying na mag-call out kung sino-sino. Pero alam mo yun, mag-post ka ng workouts mo online or something, you train, sparring or something, or yung mga videos ng mga laban mo before, para may retention na naalala ka ng tao. Good. One of the best examples dito si Mammoth. Before he became a vlogger, wala naman nakakakilala kay Mammoth, di ba?
Tama.
Di ba? Pero nasa na si Mammoth ngayon, he's a fighter and he's in Batang Quiapo. Nasa TV. Because he was able to build this personal brand ng ganun kalaki.
Diba? Yun yung ang sa akin kasi ito unfortunately medyo abot tayo sa ito na, crossover to the semi-chismis portion. Marami kasing fighters, coaches, tsaka yung mga nasa gym, yung social media ginagamit kasi para man-chicks, para ligawan yung mga chicks na nagpupunta sa gym nila, 'di ba? Para mang-fish, 'di ba? Titignan nila kung papayag ba sa kanila yung babaeng estudyante na nag-workout doon, 'di ba? 'Di ba kaya manliligaw sila, 'di ba? Kung yung oras na niluklok nyo doon, gamitin nyo para i-promote yung sarili nyo, i-promote yung personal brand nyo, i-promote yung gym, 'di ba? I-promote yung team, baka mas maganda pa yung tawag dito, yung kahihinatnan. Kasi di ko mag-gets yun eh. Di ba? Di ba, JC? Parang ang dami nagsusumbong sa amin dito. Nagsisend dami ng mga messages, screenshots ng mga conversations na parang ikaw ngayon, bakit ginagawa nila to? Di ba? What the fuck? Di ba? Parang, what the hell? Di ba? Yung alam nyo, kailangan, ito yun pag mataas yung check count ng gym, magiging successful yung gym. Ang problema kasi sa ibang gym, yung babae or may chicks na dumating, nagiging asukal nung gym. So, nung asukal na nilagay mo dun sa gitna ng gym, lahat ng mga lalaki lalanggamin nila. Di ba? Ma-overwhelm ngayon yung tao. Di ba? Alam nyo, dapat itigil niya yung ganyang culture di ba? Kasi, di ba, natatalo yung combat sports gym dun sa mga bakal gym, dun sa mga workout gyms lang, di ba? Maraming gusto mag-try. Sa akin, ang daming nagme-message, I want to try this. Kaso kasi, medyo creepy yung coach, medyo ganito yung mga tao. Parang, di ba? Come on.
Di ba, parang ang idea is, a gym, lalo na a martial arts gym, should be a safe space sa lahat. Natututo ka nga lang to do self-defense and workout Kailangan, pati sa aspect ng safety ng mga tao na pumupunta sa gym, pasok. Walang bakod-bakod dapat sa, bakuran yung mga chicks na nasa gym. It's your responsibility, para kang tatay nila sa gym kasi coach ka
di ko gets yun it's like, kasi sa yung mga ibang gym, yan. Medyo ang dami ko ng story at saka dami ko nare-receive ng mga ganyan. Yung mga buhat coaches biglang hihingi ng ganitong picture, tapos sasabihin, assess natin yung progress mo. Send ka ng nakaganitong picture o send ka ng salamin na ito suot mo dapat para makita natin. I'm like, what the fuck? Saan mo gagamitin? Saan mo gagamitin yung naka-bikini photo siya or naka-brat panty photo? I'm like, what the hell? Anong i-assess mo? I-assess mo pag nasa gym, di ba? Di ba? And then, ano na yun? As in, ang dami pa niya na. Ang dami pa niya. Pero yun nga.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yan. Tapos, pagdating naman sa ibang combat sports gym, biglang okay na, di ba? Masaya. I mean, it's understandable kasi pag dumadami yung members ng gym, pag dumadami yung estudyante, dumadami yung dynamic ng mga tao, di ba? Tapos, syempre, mag-hire ka ng ibang coaches. Di mo maiiwasan na may mga coaches na mababaw mag-isip, di ba? Medyo engot. Ang unang-unang gagawin, sisiraan yung fellow coaches nila para sila lang ang bida. And at the same time, pag may chicks na na mag-enroll sa iyo or nag-workout doon, yun naman lalanggamin naman nila yon, di ba? It's very unfortunate pero it's not all gyms, it's just that it's the reality that we have to face. On the flip side, meron din namang mga nag-e-enroll na pumupunta sa gym para number 1, maghanap ng jowa. Number 2, magpapansin. Tapos pag ang pumansin sa kanila yung taong ayaw nila, magrereklamo sila online, magsusumbong sila online. Yun yung mapapasabi ko, mga tao. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, ano ba naman to? Sabi ko.
Parang yung mga diba? Yung mga pinupost sa social media na videos na mga trips daw sa gym. Pero yun kasi hindi nila type.
Oo. See, ano yan, parang so creepy, gigigiyan. Okay, pero what if this guy did that to you? Then you go like, medyo okay lang, hehe.
Diba?
Ay, kung sarap po chapin sa ulo Sabi ko, parang ewan si Tita Che, wait, may list ba ng gym para maiwasan? Nako, Tita Che, pag nagkita tayo, may papakita ako sa'yo. o kaya, pag nako, yung may vault na kami dito, minsan, yung natatanggap ng dito sa fighting ng mga sumbong. Yung mga natatanggap namin, Tita Che, minsan gusto na namin lagay sa isang hard drive tapos susunugin na namin yung hard drive. Kasi sabi namin, ba't natin natatanggap tong mga ganitong... Bakit kami may natatanggap ng mga ganito? Ay, totoo yan. Nag-enroll para mag-move on. Totoo yan. Ang dami rin. Kaya minsan pag may new student, sabihin ko, ba't ka nag-enroll dito? Sabi ko, either dalawa lang, medyo 2 to 3 reasons lang yan. Traumatic experience or kaka-break mo lang. Tapos natawa lang sila lagi.
May sama rin sila dyan. Because of the experience, self-love muna. Kaya yung mga ligahan nila self-love muna. Kaya sila nagtitrain.
Ay, easy ka lang, Sid. Easy lang. I remember, diba? Even the owner to female students and getting offers to be ringers. Naku, narinig ko rin yan. Naku, may nagsumbong din yan. Naku, Sid. May resibo rin kaming ganyan. Ang di ko magets bakit may ganyan sa panahon ngayon. Diyos ko.
Credibility for that?
Teka,
For booty calls?
Tama ba to? 1 point gilas sa Jordan?
Not
bad. 1 point lang. 1 point. Not bad. 1 point. That's probably baka merong magandang play na ginawa si Jordan kaya tas hindi naka-recover si Gilas. Pero I like the lineup of Gilas right now. Good mix of utility players, and then they have a lot of outside shooters. Good ball rotation. Since nag-detour tayo ng konti sa basketball, I joined Coach Juno Sauler on his campaign. If you check out the hashtag Stop Playing Zone, that's a really good hashtag to follow. Tsaka that's the transition na. As in, there are a lot of European leagues. Coach Juno and I have small conversations. May mga kausap ko sa basketball kahit paparo si Coach Juno Sauler. We're good friends. And sabi nga niya, check out these systems, check out this. So these are small footages of kids in Europe and the systems they're employing, there are a lot of participating countries already na they already opted not to play zone. Okay, not to play zone kasi there are a lot of rotational and motion offense being utilized in the under 13 category to, under 13. Na makikita mo yung ball movement and rotation, grabe. Sinira, parang by the fifth pass, wasak na yung zone. So, I don't know. Check it out. Okay. Oy! Yung ating Premier Ring girl, si Natsumi Sagikuchi. Pagbalik ni Natsumi sa Pinas, we're gonna have her on the show. Wala siyang choice. We're gonna have her on the show. Matagal ko na siyang naka-line up na yung mga guests. Inaayos ko lang din yung schedule, pero yun nga, she's enjoying Japan right now. She's on vacation. Nakakaingit yung kanyang mga pero when she gets back from Japan, we get back from the Pitan. By that time, JC, we're gonna have her on the show. So abangan nyo yun ayoko kasi sabihin ko sino yung mga guest pero ayan, dahil nandyan siya, ayan, wala siyang choice, magiging guest siya. Mag-guest siya sa susunod na Monday, okay? Maghanda ka, okay? Ano tayo? Magandang Q&A. Baon ka ng mga kwento mo. So, mga 7, papasok na kita. Okay? Oh my, I love her Japan stories. I miss Japan. It's one of the best countries I've been to. So, we normally go there every year for tournaments. And kaya after pandemic, I'm like, what? Okay, so now we have to plan it out. Probably next year, if I have the time, want to go back to competing abroad again. Ano to? Scotty missed 2 free throws. Naku! Nadali na naman tayo sa free throws. Pero, I mean, now it's a matter of nag-qualify ba tayo? Nag-qualify ba tayo sa window na yon? Kasi Argentina did not qualify, Recent development first time in a long time, Argentina didn't MMA talk. Hindi MMA talk, but MMA talk, di ka naman nag-MMA. Doon tayo sa mga kwentong ring girls mo. Doon tayo sa experience, okay? Tapos kwentong kotse, okay? You go follow Natsumi on Facebook and Instagram. Follow her page, hotties.ph or hotties.ph. Lahat ng car culture na I'm a sucker for cars and fast cars. Kaya I like the car culture here sa Pilipinas. It's good to see that meetups are happening again. So, yan. Basta next Monday, tumbruhan na to, magiging guest natin yan. So, ring girl talk, car talk.
Mamatikit ko na rin. Speaking of culture, if anyone watching this is in the market looking for a Hyundai Genesis Coupe and a Toyota Celica, may kilala ako lang yung benta. PM ako. They're trying to sell their car to get faster car. Mahilig talaga sa mga mabilis sa sasakyan. So,
dami. Dati, like, I've seen and met a lot of people who go way overboard in their cars. It's like way overboard. Sabi ko, kaya naman pala ganitong oras mo lang nilalabas yung kotse mo. Sabi ko, walang iya. Anong nilagay mo dyan? Diba? So everybody, diba? So again, so please make sure that you are, that when you go to each gym, we all have our responsibilities. We all have the things that we have to focus on pagdating both the students and the coaches and your teammates, okay? Yung buong dynamic nung gym, may responsibility kayo sa isa't isa. Kasi unfortunately, we have to weed out, we have to yun din yung nung show na to na parang we have to show the reality of things but also tell you na the upside is there. Okay? The upside is the positives will always outweigh the negative. And if we conduct ourselves properly, this community will grow. I mean, this community has so much potential. So much potential talaga, okay? And hopefully, we'll see how URCC pans out over the weekend. We're going to give you updates on Monday. See what happens there. Ano ba ba? Miss
Um,
anything? Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Jake Paul lost by a split decision. It was actually a decent fight. It wasn't a good fight to watch kasi ang daming clinching. Kasi
mhm.
when Tommy Fury started going boxing mode and he was using a lot of jabs, and dun mo makikita yung pace ng jab ng isang boksingero talaga versus someone na nagde-develop pa lang ng boxing career nila. Doon mo makikita yung disparity. Makikita mo sobrang snappy ng mga suntok ni Tommy Fury. Si Jake Paul din naman, this is the first opponent na medyo katimbang niya halos or almost they both weighed in at weight. Oo, di ba? And a professional boxer. Dati pwedeng elite level boxer si Tommy Fury, but he is a professional boxer. I mean, the pace, the strategy, it was there.
Sabi nga nila, wala daw ata sa rank kahit 150 ng division niya si Tommy Fury. Pero imagine, nagawa niya kay Jake Paul. Baka wala pa 50% yun ng capability niya. Nagano na si Jake Paul. What more kung mas mataas na, may actual rank ang kinalaban ni Jake Paul. Baka tulog na
I mean, props to Jake Paul. Jake Paul was there. He laid it on the line. It was good for him, but it was bound to happen because he was beating fighters who are older than him. He was beating fighters that he was bigger. Diba? Now it's just a matter of time that someone actually tells him, hey, fight someone your own size. And here comes Tommy Fury. Now Tommy Fury had so much on his shoulders. Lagging, you're the brother of Tyson Fury. You're the pro boxer. This is a YouTuber. Diba? There's so much pressure on him. And he delivered. Split decision pa nga eh. Umabot sa point na siguro kahit yung referee na bana sa kanilang dalawa dahil sobrang daming clinching, he deducted 1 point kay Jake Paul, deducted another point kay Tommy Fury. A bad trip na lang talaga. Siguro sabi niya, ano ba itong dalawang to? 8 rounds na nga lang, di ba? So doon yung makikita ngayon. And yung mga overhand rights ni Jake Paul didn't really work. Di ba? It wasn't as effective as it was doon sa mga mas magagaan na opponents. So, this is a good experience for him. This is a good wake-up call na, hey, di ba? Medyo, we have to level up. We have to level up. Okay, questions. JC, since you guys mentioned branding earlier, what can you say about promotions overhyping fighters who are notorious for faking fights? Is this the fault of promoters, fighters, or are they both guilty? If we're talking about the local scene, Sid, most promotions they get fighters who are number one available during that time. So for example, fight's gonna be in 2 months from now. Sige, sila yung paglabanin natin, di ba? Siguro sila kasi yung magandang matchup, sila yung may magandang fan base or nagkahamunan sila, nagka-hype sila. That's one of the reasons. Another one could be merong matchup, na-injure yung isa, nag-pull out, replacement fighter siya. So when it comes to, there are some promotions, I see some promotions overhyping fighters. I see a lot of fighters who are overhyping themselves, then come up short. Actually, they're very shitty come fight night. As in, ang dami ko rin nakitang ganyan. Those are days na nakakainis mag-referee kasi makikita mo yung iba overhype, dadaldal, tapos pagdating ng laban, wala, parang sablay. Parang minsan ako, dati, in my experience, I'll talk to the guy. I'm like, bro, ba't ka naman ganyan? Sabi ko, di ba? Kasi sayang opportunity. Wala, I've reached the point where I don't care anymore. Kasi if you signed up for this, it's your responsibility to train and provide a good show. If you're all hype and you're losing, no promotion's gonna get you anymore. Diba? May saturation point din yun. So, sayang yun, diba?
Yung problema talaga yung overhyping. Overhyping tapos under-delivering. Mahirap yung mga gano'n.
Diba? So it's ano. Sige, JC, go.
Yeah. And shoutout nga pala dun sa mga Pinoy sa lumaban sa UE Warriors last weekend kay Greg Valerio, Margallo, and siyempre yung
nanalo.
As it turned out, hindi nanalo si Janil Francisco.
Yan.
Won via submission. Alam ko,
Oo.
teammate daw yata nito din yung pinasubmit eh.
Ayun, parang ano yun, tawag ito, Shamil Magomedov from Alpha One. Okay, Team Alpha One, congratulations. Tama ba? Alam ko, Team Alpha One yun eh.
Team Alpha One
good job you guys. Oo, tama. Genil Francisco. Ayan, so we're going to give you more updates next week. Let's see what happens. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching and sharing your stories and your comments. Diba? Thank you sa mga nag-share ng live discussion natin. Hopefully, marami po kayong natutunan.
And yung mga hindi pa nag-avail of pay-per-view for this weekend's URCC, please do. As it turns out, kami ni Coach Franco, lilipad puntang Zamboanga this week for that.
Going to Zamboanga, baby.
Commentator URCC, which is a huge opportunity for me, you know, para sa atin.
So fighting, making it happen.
Yes. March 4, this Saturday na yan. Just check out the URCC page at yung website para makapag-avail.
Yes, sir. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, okay? Coach Franco Rulloda on Facebook, the JC Reyes on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Coach Franco Rulloda. I'm all over social media. Please follow us. Thank you so much for your continued support. Mga chismosa po kayo. Maraming salamat sa pagkipagkwentuhan sa amin. We will see you guys next week for another edition of Combat Sports Weekly Live. Bye-bye. Diba? Medyo thank you.